Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Lee Lyran Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm just here to talk a little bit about the scientific approach to tarot and truly why I enjoy it as a biomechanical engineer, really focusing on neuroscience and consciousness. Um, so what I am trying to actually not prove, but show that there is a divine consciousness and energy within us and is literally all around us. So showing that spirit and life force energy is the connection and what is giving us life and consciousness and creator's divine gift that is given to us. So what I love about tarot, if we're talking about space and how that void has an electromagnetic field that holds certain frequencies, or as shown as Planck scale, that certain frequency has a divine intelligence to it. So that's why tarot is such a beautiful tool to be used when it's coming into trying to figure out certain aspects of your life, because tarot has a beautiful way of communicating certain messages. So what I love about tarot is almost like that electromagnetic space, that 99.999% or of space, divine intelligence, love, light, energy. When you connect to that divine intelligence, that's connecting to your higher self, and your higher self connecting to the cosmos and connecting to that space to give you certain answers or challenges, or even beautiful growth that could come into your life. And the tarot is a beautiful way to do that, as well as I also use runes as well to communicate certain challenges or faces that are coming into my life. So a lot of people can see these certain ways as a little bit weird, right? Because we've seen throughout history witches and stuff like that has been such a negative connotation. Well, there are different forms of spirituality, so let's keep that in mind. There's some people that have true love intentions when it comes to tarot and helping others and trying to heal others. And sometimes tarot can be used sometimes not in the best of ways. You know, we have people that do negative spiritual work because their souls aren't cleansed. So just keep that in mind and make no judgment. That's what I like to say when it comes to being a consciously aware individual, especially when we're talking about this scientifically. So having a heightened awareness or a heightened state of bliss really truly isn't judging individuals. You know, we don't know where people come from in their lives, so it's best not to judge another individual. So as if you're new to tarot or you're trying to learn more about it, try to walk into it not really knowing or judging anything about it. And some good resources that I'd recommend is the Pictorial Key. This is a great book to the tarot. It's written by Arthur Edward Waite. It is mostly just explaining messages of oracle messages or divine intelligence messages, which is that spiritual energy that is wrapping all around us, right? So that's why I love this book, and it really describes as well the arcana and different methods of oracle reading. Personally, I kind of go what feels right. I think this is a great way to like understand more of the cards. But I like to also kind of go off a feeling of what the cards say to me in the time as well. Everyone does their readings differently. I like to do my readings as if they're a story and kind of connecting all the energies and trying to figure out why certain cards are here. Because obviously the universe or wants to illuminate something to you. The space, your space or your higher self, and the ancestors and those energies that can neither be created nor destroyed. Let's talk it in scientific terms, right? That electromagnetic light, pure frequency, that space is interacting with you as you are interacting with it, right? So that means that that space can enlighten you into things that aren't in this dimensional plane, or things that you cannot see, right? Because biology only has a very limited flawed perspective of reality, right? We only see that 0.00001% of reality, which is what I love that this past couple years I've been studying truly that point zero zero that 99.99999% of reality, which is beautiful because when I started creating my company and trying to figure out how to create a plasma like neuron to heal people, I've been coming across more scientists who literally, after me doing Kundalini yoga, trying to figure out what I could truly do to help others in engineering and use my gifts, I came up with this idea, and more across the world, people are coming up with similar ideas. I mean, I just discovered Nassim Haramein not too long ago, like 4 or 5 months ago, in January. This man has been doing the same studying of what I was doing, kind of locked into my room, and I didn't really use outside resources. I just sat and meditated, trying to think about in deep layer awareness of consciousness, as one has done, and Nassim Haramein has done the same. So it's beautiful to even find scientists who are proving the theories that that came into play into my life, which were given to me through heightening my consciousness and level of awareness and connecting to space and void in the divine nature of reality and of all things. And I want everyone to experience that bliss, like not every day. Like I've been through so much in my life, and I'm not gonna go on this like big like my life. But what I can say of what I have experienced is I've had huge psychic phenomenon that has happened in my life, including as I've talked about many times before, and I'll bring it up again. I had this book where I used to write a lot of negative things about myself growing up. It was this book of art that I, wished that people I may love. And I was a very lonely individual. I've been the black sheep of my family. And a lot of my friends, growing up at Gorham High School, even today, going back there, people are very judgmental of me. And I've noticed that because I'm a very special individual with special gifts, as I've seen. So I wrote that even through all this negativity I used to write about myself, I'm feeling alone. I know people will leave me, this like very I hate me, just really, really, really in depth, the dark night of the soul when I was like growing up, man. Like I was going through it, okay? And I wrote about a year ago, last March. It was like January, I think. I wrote that I wanted a new beginning for myself. So I wrote with this journal, I wanted a new beginning, and I was going to start writing more beautiful things about myself because I totally changed my conscious awareness. Like I let go of so many people, past things that no longer serve me, or opinions of others, because at the end of the day, it's mostly important to love yourself and sit in your own nature, right? The Bible talks about shame and guilt and all this, but that's actually disconnecting you from divine. Divine, when we're birthed naked, right? Even though the Bible teaches you to be shameful of your body. So I don't believe in that. However, what I do believe is creating new beginnings, and almost like fool-like energy with tarot is absolutely asking divine, I want a new beginning for myself. I'm going to start loving myself in ways that I never thought I could imagine, and create this new adventure for myself. So in this book, I wrote, what is to give light must end burning, okay? So that basically means in this new beginning, I said, what is to give, and I hope you guys can read that. What is to give light must end burning. Wow, very powerful. And I wrote this, and I drew a beautiful, I painted a beautiful mountain. Mountains are truly symbolic for me. I'm very connected to Shakti. She is, I flow through her spirit flows through me. I'm a very warrior of truth. So the mountain is very symbolic for me. And Then 2 weeks later, my apartment burned down. 2 weeks later, I lost everything I owned. I lost my pets. I lost every personal belonging, including every attachment that I held on to my past or things that no longer served me, as well as over materializing in my 3D existence, not connecting to my divine intelligence, just being cluttered by material. I lost everything I owned, and and it was because of electrical wiring in the walls. When I would ask my landlord, please, could you replace the wiring in the walls because my fourth floor would trip up all the time. So I had this psychic experience where, wow, I asked for a new beginning, and what must start a bright light must end burning. So I had this clean slate, and like a phoenix since then, I have truly risen from the ashes. It's been a year ago since then, and I had 6 years of my life, including having breast cancer in that home. So I had my own psychic experience and a spiritual awakening. The universe was like, you want a new beginning? Yeet! We will knock you out that door, sis. Bye. Because if you want this new beginning for yourself, you need a clean slate. And yes, I did go homeless. And yes, it was such a struggle for me. And it still is. I'm not going to sit here and say it's an easy thing. I've had a lot of difficulties, but in those difficulties, I always strive to have a heightened level of consciousness and always love myself and love others around me, no matter what I have been through, no matter what experiences I endure. I still will continue to be a loving individual. And as many of you don't know, it's so much easier to go down that negative, chaotic path. And I know this is supposed to be a lot about tarot, but let's get into tarot, I guess, and scientifically why I love tarot. So tarot and runes is a beautiful thing because it's that space and void trying to answer your questions that you may be asking for or messages that you need. So with tarot, I also love the pictures tell a story, right? So a picture can say 1,000 words, and each picture has its own energy. So the universe, tarot has been used for so many years. And look, we have a Page of Pentacles. So tarot has been used for ancients. Used tarot, and the cleansing of the cards, when you shuffle the cards, there's a philharmonic state of energy that is moving through the cards. It's almost like music, right? Like, I love the sound of shuffling cards because it's just like it's such a pure, calming energy. So when you see tarot readers actually cleansing the cards, they're creating a vibrational state, trying to clean up the energy through sound, right? We have star at the bottom of the deck. That's beautiful. So it's like sound is cleaning up and purifying that energetic state. So that's why when you're listening to meditation or certain frequencies, those frequencies actually inhibit your brain to more bliss-like state. So when you're doing tarot, it's really important that you find tarot readers that are really energetically in a bliss-like state, I find. I mean, I love all tarot readers. I find a lot of tarot readers got their energy, so I love it because everyone's putting out truly even a replication and a mirroring image of themselves too. And you'll find that sometimes in tarot, so just be careful because some tarot readers are reflecting their own energy. So just make sure if you're doing your own tarot too, and this is something that I'm working on as well, is making sure I'm cleansing my energy to really tap into what consciousness wants me to know, not what I want to hear, right? So asking through love. I only ask questions to the universe or to Creator, to the divine electromagnetic intelligence that is tapping into all of us and existing all of us. And creating all things. I ask through love only. I only ask Creator gives me the answers through love. So to truly get the answers that I seek, because the key to the universe, especially when we're talking electromagnetically, love is truly the purest bliss and the highest form of truth that exists in all things. Everyone is capable of love. Even the darkest people, I find, there's good in everyone. And I know that's hard, and I've been through my experiences, trust me, not to get into it. But everyone has divine intelligence in you. So you know, when you're going through your life with these tarot readings, you know, it's good not to over rely on it. Trust your intuition and discernment, because your intuition is your highest form of power. Um, Connecting and meditating, trying to come up with those answers internally is a very healthy way as well. And journaling and trying to write down your manifestations. I mean, I wrote a manifestation right here, and yes, my whole world got turned upside down, but ever since then, it has been such a blessing for me. I'm very blessed to have that experience happen to me, because not only did it enlighten truly what I needed to work on myself, it enlightened truly the connections around me, and who really truly supports me and who really truly is not really here for me. It helped me set boundaries. It helped me that I need to take care of myself at this time. So that's truly, I want people to see those things that happen in your life that are negative, or, you know, the universe wants to illuminate truth to you, not the things that you want to hear. Every experience is a learning moment. A teacher is also a student, right? So even though I'm this spiritual person and I have a very heightened level of consciousness, I'm still learning, man. Like, I'm still out here trying to figure it out too. So, you know, don't think you're alone in these times, because you're not. Especially try to be the student in every situation. I find that being non-judgmental, like I was talking about, is the best way, because even someone that's coming negative to you, you can still learn something valuable from those interactions, you know? Don't be tied to those energies, you know? So I want to thank you all so much for taking the time to watch my video. I know it was supposed to be like a scientific tarot reading, but I more was talking about divine consciousness and truly understanding what tarot has to do with that, and that light energy and connection and interconnection of all things is such a beautiful thing, and why tarot readers and psychics are able to tap in and understand through clairvoyancy and psychic ability is because it's actually scientifically, you know, a beautiful thing. So understanding electromagnetic energy, so and plasma energy. So thank you all so much, yo. I hope you have a beautiful day. I'll be posting some readings today, and if you're new here, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed being here and learning a little bit more about the scientific terminology and why tarot cards are such a beautiful way to communicate with divine intelligence and the divine intelligence within you. Thank you guys so much, and have a beautiful day. Bye.